Hi, this is Chef Robert, and today we're making cinnamon buns. This is your list of ingredients and method. You're going to take 4 cups of self-rising flour, 1 1/4 cups of warm half and half, 1 tablespoon of dry active yeast, mix that with the warm half and half, 3 tablespoons of cinnamon, 1 stick of soft butter, and 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. We're going to put all these ingredients, wet ingredients first, into the KitchenAid mixer. That way your flour doesn't stick to the bottom of your bowl. Then we're going to mix on a low speed. Let's start out on number 1 until the dough starts to come together, and then only raise it to number 2 and mix it until you have a smooth dough. You don't want to go higher than second speed, so you don't strain your engine and burn out your engine on your KitchenAid mixer. And once the dough is whipped together, you're going to take it and put it in a bowl, spray it with Pam spray or olive oil, your choice. You want to coat the dough so it doesn't get a crust on top while it's rising. You can also cover it with saran wrap. You can do both. You just want to avoid getting a crust on your dough. So when the dough starts to pull away from the sides of the bowl like that, then you've got a good dough. Then you'll stop and put it in the bowl and spray it with the Pam spray. Then we're going to make our butter, sugar, cinnamon mix to coat the cinnamon bread with. You're going to take the equivalent of 1/2 pound of butter, 4 half sticks, 3 tablespoons of cinnamon, or 4 tablespoons of cinnamon, and a cup of sugar. Melt the butter, mix them all together, and then you'll set it on the side until you need it. Then we're going to make our cream cheese frosting. This is your list of ingredients and method. It's very simple. Just 1/2 cup of powdered sugar and 1 8-ounce pack of soft cream cheese. You're going to put the 2 ingredients in the KitchenAid mixer, and you're going to use a paddle on that. You use a dough hook for the bread dough, a paddle for this one, and you're going to mix on a low heat, a slow speed, until it starts to come together, and then take it up to a higher speed. And then when it's mixed really well, you're going to put that into a bowl and set it on the side until you need it. So that's really good. Set it on the side. Now we're going to roll out our dough. And you want to roll out thin dough the size of that whole cutting board. And then when the dough is all rolled out, and then you're going to coat it with the cinnamon, butter, and sugar mix. And you're going to coat it really well. Basically, when you're making cinnamon rolls, you just want to drown it in cinnamon, butter, and sugar. That's what people really like. A nice and sugary, buttery cinnamon flavor. So you'll coat the entire surface of the bread, and then when you get that completely covered, then you'll set the excess on the side, because you're going to need it when the cinnamon buns come out of the oven. Then once we've got it all nice and coated with the butter, cinnamon, and sugar, then we're going to put more sugar on the cinnamon sugar bread. Cinnamon, butter, sugar bread, cinnamon buns. So we'll coat that with a thick layer of sugar. And then once that's coated, then we're going to roll it into a tight roll. And you want to keep, tucking it in as you roll. That way you get that little spiral look to your cinnamon rolls when they bake. So you roll the whole thing up nice and tight. And then once you get it rolled up nice and tight, you're going to pull it back, turn it over, and you're going to crimp the dough together so that it doesn't come apart when it's baking in the oven. Then we're going to cut the ends off and cut like 2-inch pieces. You should get about 6 of them out of this one. And then we're going to want to put them on a sheet pan with parchment paper and coat them with, again, with the butter, sugar, and cinnamon mix. Then we're going to bake them in the oven, in a preheated oven at 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes until they're nice and golden brown. Then we'll take them out and set them on the cutting board with a couple of towels so you don't burn your board. And then we'll coat the sides with more of the butter, cinnamon, sugar. And then we're going to finish them with the cream cheese frosting on top. So then you're pretty much done. This is Chef Robert. Enjoy your old school gourmet treats, and thanks for watching.